Solid Edge has always been uniquely powerful in capturing all aspects of your product design. With the enhancements in ST8, this is no exception. Notice when we select a dimension, we have 3 different handles. This handle allows us to extend the dimension extension lines. Notice that the dimension is off-center, but when we start to drag it, it will snap into the center location right there. With these handles, we can increase the gap around the dimension. Center handle allows us to quickly move a dimension, like this one here. We pick up the center handle there. Even though it's hidden behind there, we can move that down. If we insert a jog into dimensions, when we're taking it out, you'll notice it snaps to the non-jog position, which removes the jog. Here, all we need to do is move this dimension down and across. Diameter dimensions also have these handles. If we drag the dimension handle, this will just simply move the dimension. Dragging the handle on the brake will move the dimension side to side and extend the length of the brake without going to the properties. Notice that when we highlight all 3 of these dimensions, they share one common extension line. Moving the extension back not only moves the selected dimension, but moves the 2 extended lines at the same time. This is great. This dimension can stay it needs to move out, but this dimension can stay in the middle, and the arrows need to be flipped out. Notice we can do the flip. And again, we can change the arrow head style. Watch this. Wow. Turning on and off extension lines has been improved, so no more property box for that one. Annotations have the same types of modifying handles as dimensions. Let's take a look. The center handle on the finish symbol moves the symbol around. Midpoint handle flips the side of the symbol is located on, and the end handle extends the length of the brake line. Balloons work in the same way, but notice when we start moving the balloon, we get this indicator to locate in 45-degree increments. Moving a brake, you'll get the indicator at the brake, and moving the brake itself displays the indicator at the arrowhead and brake line. Knowing the correct syntax or Unicode has been a challenge in the past with Solid Edge. With hole definitions, we can now add things like dual units without knowing what the syntax should be, or add rounding in a simple drop-down. Here we're rounding to 4 decimal places. On this dimension, we want to add some tolerance to the dimension with upper and lower limits. This dimension has a date. With the Format command, we can choose from different ways to display this date. Notice how the day and the month are in lowercase. We have options to control this. Very nice. New to Solid Edge ST8 is the ability to have a parts list of a subassembly on the same sheet as the top level assembly, and the subassembly has its own unique item numbers and balloons. Just that quick and easy to have a parts list of a subassembly. Solid Edge has the ability to link reference text together, like here with these symbols. We change it to BB and we notice it changes down there. Solid Edge can also link to a callout with either a property text or a reference text, and when the symbol is changed, it updates the callout. Let's see how that works. We want to change a datum frame. We pick up the source of that datum frame, the BB, and we insert it into the text. And when we change, everything updates. Very nice indeed. Next, we'll add a new type of callout called technical requirements. Technical requirements are those special notes that we add to a drawing as a numbered list with numbers or Roman numerals to point out specific details about a drawing. I'm going to put in 3 lines of text here, and you see as I insert each one it puts a number alongside it, and we can change the numbering style into almost an infinite variables. And finally, the last one. Next we'll place this technical requirements text on the drawing, and we'll create a call-out, and we'll link the call-out to the technical requirements. We go down, find technical requirements in the list, pick out the one we want. Okay, I'm going to modify this note. See note 2. Very simple. Linking reference properties to the technical requirement is quick and easy. We do this to ensure that if the note changes, then the call-out will also update, just like that. 2D drawings are a very important part of the design process. SolidEdge's uniquely powerful 2D drafting software continues to incorporate powerful tools to get the job done with amazing user experience. When working in a design team, there's times that someone could make design changes to a model file and never think about the manufacturing drawing. Then somebody opens a drawing and notices it's out of date. When this happens, there really isn't a good way to know what's been changed. SolidEdge ST8 has a tool called Drawing Compare. Let's see what's been changed in this model by comparing the 2 different draft files of the same model. Let's see how this works. We make some changes to the model, to the underlying model, and move the boss, and we'll move this face out a little bit. Now let's look at the drawing of this model. That'll need updating, of course. Update all the views, and there's been some changes. At this point we need to save the drawing, and I'll save it under a new name so that we don't overwrite the original drawing. Now let's compare these 2 drawings, and this is my favourite. Compare drawings under the Start menu. It's a new menu there, and we simply browse to the original file, open that. File 2 is our changed file, or our revision file, and we just press the Compare button, and it builds a compare file. We can save this and use it later, but right now we're just going to zoom in to an area, and you see all 3 views update. The green, of course, is the original, and blue is the new file. We can see the changes there. We can zoom in and out, we can refit, we'll zoom up in another area. Just take a look at this back plate here. We can see the changes up on the top right, top left, sorry, and the original and the changes down on the bottom panes. We're going to save this compare. We can save this as a file name, and it's a BMP file, so we can open this later on to have a look at this without having to open the original files. Okay, get back into the Drawing Compare, and we can browse for that file that we just made. In fact, I think it's an earlier one I just opened then, but... And we can compare the changes. This is quite useful, and I think it's going to be a great tool. The Draw Compare tool is a quick and easy way to ensure our changes are the correct changes. Drawing and part model are up to date, and the changes are correct for our design. I think everybody will agree that this is going to be a very useful tool.